Blessings to you, and to you. It is the day that the Lord has made. Rejoice and be exceedingly glad in it. I want you to go ahead and tag, like, and share. Hearts, 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 hearts. Come on, tag, like, and share. Someone needs to know that it's time for a word that is going to alter one's life. You know, change your day, change your life is a mantra of mine. If you'll change your day, you'll change your life. And changing your day is often directly connected to your intake. And there is a word for you today. I want to share with you from the subject God will not build your future on what He already finished. Blessings to you all. Go ahead, tag, like, and share. Tag, like, and share. And as you're coming in, tell me from what city, state you're viewing from, or what borough that you are viewing from. Good evening to you, Vanessa. Blessings to you. Thank you, Heather. Blessings to you. Blessings to you, Maryland. God bless. God bless. Come on, tag, like, and share. And remember, I am in this space almost every Thursday night. I like to pop up, come into the space and share with you. And it's live. All right. Port Chester, New York. I know where Port Chester, New York is. Heather, are you familiar with the former iPic movie theater? I am so disappointed that they closed down that movie theater. That was a tremendous place to go and see the latest movie features. Very disappointed that they shut that down. Angelina, good evening to you. Elder Crystal Lord, blessings to you as well. Come on, tag, like, and share, tag, like, and share. And as you are sharing the space tonight, I want you to like, share, but also hearts, 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 hearts. Come on, tag, like, and share. Let others know. Trisha, blessings to you. Good evening to you. Trisha, you've been very supportive and very faithful to online uh, ministry or sharing, and I want to thank you. I think I see you in almost every one of our lives, and thank you. I appreciate you. Have you attended any of the in-person services? Elder Sabrina Young, God bless you. Thank you for sharing in the space tonight. All right, and so come on. I'm gonna just wait a few more seconds, to give others to come into this space. I believe that tonight is going to be a excellent time. Somebody ought to type in a comment. I am ready to be inspired. I am ready to be inspired. It is a moment of inspiration. I see you. You have come in tonight. Bless you. Thank you. Hey, Sister Rose, blessings to you. Come on, somebody write in that space. I am ready to be inspired. There's a strong word of inspiration tonight. And I believe it is going to play a major role uh, in what's next for you. Lakeisha, 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 Lakeisha. Bless you. I just want y'all to know I spoke to her earlier this evening and she was doing what she normally does. She was harassing me, but this time she had a cohort, my niece, both she and my niece decided to attack me. Yeah. Heather, I am your new birth. Okay, Heather. Great love for you. And you uh, travel from Portchester. Wow. Uh, yep, I told on you, Lakeisha, you're going to stop mistreating me. And so I'm holding them uh, to it to handle. Uh, you know, to handle you. All right, so Father, I bless you. Thank you for the opportunity to share with your people tonight. Bless me to be a blessing through your word. Consecrate me, and may your people be consecrated. May they have the ears to hear, the heart that receives, the willingness that applies its truths. In the name of the Lord Jesus Christ, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening to each of you as you are coming in on tonight. I believe there is a word for you tonight. And to those who've just come in, welcome to Thursday night pop-up. This is the month of April. And I have declared that this is the month of release and realignment. Let's briefly recap. We've been building step by step and concluding that God ends things on purpose. God ends things on purpose. Remember, this is all connected to a thought that I had on the theology of endings. the study of God and endings. The study of God and endings. And we began to talk about there is a time and a season for all things, including endings and beginnings. Endings and beginnings. And so, as we're recapping, remember, God ends things on purpose, and we often conclude that an ending has begun or occurs when grace lifts, or when divine enablement or ability lifts. That means the season has ended. Ecclesiastic says there's a time and a season for all things. And also, as we've been teaching this month, I've shared with you, you cannot take everyone into your now. You cannot take everyone into your now. You cannot take everyone into your now. And we also recently discovered you can leave a place. I think this is one of the most powerful teachings during this month. You can leave a place, but the place can still be in you. And our takeaway was that external exits do not guarantee internal release. External exits do not guarantee internal release. And so tonight I want to go a little further, I want to go a little deeper, because now we must confront this truth. God will not build your future on what he already finished. Let me say this again. God will not build your next season using expired foundations. What God called complete, you must stop calling necessary. What God called complete, you must stop calling necessary. You know, let me put it to you this way. God honors completion. When he finishes something, he doesn't revisit because we are attached to it. Just because you have remained attached to something that God has completed, he doesn't revisit it. Finished in heaven must become finished in you. Let me say it again. Finished in heaven, when it is finished in heaven, must become finished in you. A foundation determines everything built on it. A foundation determines everything built on it. And if the foundation is expired, the future becomes unstable. You cannot build a new house on a condemned foundation. Some of you are trying to build. You're trying to build new relationships, new opportunities, new direction, but you're building on old fears, old wounds, old thinking, old identity. Let me say this. Your future cannot stand on what God already shut down. God does not mix old structures with new assignments. What worked before may not be built for what's next. Sometimes the finished thing is not around you, it's within you. The finished thing is not around you, it's within you. God is not just ending seasons, saints. Let me say it again. God is not just ending seasons, he's ending old versions of you. I want you to sit with that. I want you to sit with that. God is not just ending seasons, he's ending old versions of you. The fearful you finished. The surviving only you. Finished. The insecure you. Finish. The always looking back you. Finish. Your next season cannot be built on your last identity. Sit with that. Sit with that. Your next season cannot be built on your last identity. Let's think in terms of burial. When God buries something, that is divine closure. You know, one of the things about the moment at the interment or the burial is that at that moment, there's a realization that this brings a closure to the physical sickness, the hope for physical recovery. It's one of the reasons where it is one of the most emotional moments of the letting go of the homegoing or the celebration of life of the individual, because the act of burial is an act of closure. Now, you're burying the body, not the memories, but you realize I will never again in this life see said person physically again. So think in terms of burials. When God buries something, it is divine closure. If God buried it, he does not expect you to build with it. Some of you are asking God to fix what he's already finished. You're asking for repair. God is preparing replacement. This is why this matters. The year of the now, not on wait. Obey the word. New order walking. Now, your now cannot be built on what God already declared over. Some of you are delayed, not because God is holding back, but because you're still holding on. Talk to me. You're still holding on. Talk to me. You're still holding on. Come on, talk to me. You're still holding on. You're still holding on. God is moved on and you're still holding on. Come on. It isn't God holding back. It's you still holding on. Somebody just do that with your hands. Indicate an indicator. You're letting it go. You're no longer holding on. Let it go. Come on. Talk to me. Let it go. Praise God. Are you with me? Come on. If God buried it, he does not expect you to build with it. I'll say it again. If God buried it, he does not expect you to build with it. You're asking God to fix what he's already finished. You're asking for repair. God is preparing replacement. Come on, talk to me. Your next, beloved, is not waiting on God. It's waiting on your release. I said, do it. Do it. Open your hands. Open wide. Open wide. Come on. Open wide. Open wide. Open those hands. Open them wide. Let it go. Let them go. Let the place go. Let the thoughts go. Let it go. Open hands. Come on. Your hands are connected to your heart. I believe if you use your hands, so I've taught your hands to fight and your fingers to war. Let it go. Are you with me? I think we should look even deeper at this thought here. I think we should look deeper. Look even further at this. I've got just a few more moments. So tonight we're ending a few minutes earlier than usual. I have something that needs my attention. But we're right here for the next few moments. Some of you are delayed, not because God is holding back, but because you're still holding on. Sometimes delay is not divine denial. Sometimes delay is not demonic resistance. Sometimes delay is not because God has not prepared it. Sometimes delay is because your hands are full of what cannot enter the next season. God's not holding back. You're holding on. You are holding on to an old expectation, holding on to an old identity, holding on to an old womb, holding on to an old explanation, holding on to an old attachment, holding on to what made sense then but no longer fits now. And here is a hard truth. You cannot receive with clenched hands. What have I been telling you? Let it go. But while your hands are open, they're getting ready to receive what's new. You cannot receive with clenched hands. If your hands are still gripping what God ended, how can your hands be open for what God is releasing? Some people are praying for increase while refusing to release. They're asking God for new while protecting the old. They're asking God for next while negotiating with yesterday. But the kingdom release, but in the kingdom, release often comes before receipt. Before Abraham could become the father of many nations, he had to leave his country, his kindreds, his father's house. Before Israel could enter Canaan, they had to leave Egypt. Before the disciples could become apostles, they had to leave their nets. Before Mary could hold resurrection revelation, she had to stop clinging to the resurrected Jesus when he said, "Touch me not," or more accurately, "Do not cling to me." That means sometimes God is not saying, "I don't have it." He is saying, "You don't have room." Let me say that again. God is not saying, "I do not have it." He is saying, "You do not have room." God has prepared the next, but your attachment to what was has created no space for what is. Delay is sometimes a space issue. Somebody say a space issue. No space in your schedule, no space in your spirit, no space in your mind, no space in your heart, no space in your obedience, because God will not pour new oil into a life that refuses to release the old container. Holding on can feel like faith, but sometimes it's fear dressed up as faith. You say, "I'm believing God to restore it." But sometimes underneath that is, "I'm afraid to let go. I'm afraid there will be nothing after this. I'm afraid I won't know who I am without it. I'm afraid I wasted time. I'm afraid if I release it, I'll have to grieve it for real." So you keep holding on. But heaven is saying, Heaven is saying, I am not withholding, I am waiting for your release, because what I have next requires both hands. Your now requires open hands. Your now requires obedience. Your now requires movement. Your now requires surrender. So tonight, the question is not only what is God preparing? The question is, what am I still holding that is delaying my alignment? I see you, Tricia. Thank you for being honest. And here's prophetic instructions. The prophetic instruction is open your hands. Release the weight, release the womb, release the expired season, release the old version of you. Because when you let go of what God finished, you make room for what God formed. God is not holding back. He is waiting for you to stop holding on. I'm going to say it again. I've got just about 2 minutes before I have to close tonight. God is not holding back. He's waiting on you to stop holding on. Here's my prayer for us all tonight. Here's my prayer for us all. Lord, help us divinely to let go. Help us divinely to let go so we do not miss another season. And help us embrace the theology of endings for beginnings. For you're the God of times and seasons. And for this we say thank you. And for this we say thank you. Beloveds, are you blessed? Remember, God will not build your future on what he's already finished. Now listen to me and listen to me quick. Hey, Apostle Fowler, blessings to you, man of God. Listen to me and listen to me real quick. One, I need you that are available tomorrow night, 7:30 to 8:30. Join me in the conclave. Join our Slack community, because the conclave is via our Zoom call tomorrow night. We're in this 15 days of consecration and fast. We're on our way to Pentecost. But with that, we've been praying each night together, with the exceptions of Saturdays and Sunday nights. But what I want you also to do is I want you to prepare a space for 2 in-person gatherings on this coming Sunday. And, the Bible says that those 120 entered the upper room, but a close examination of the text will reveal to you that they descended daily in the hours of prayer. So prayer preceded the outpouring. And so as we're in this month of prayer and doing this sacred ascent, you see, those 10 days was also a time of ascending up. They as Christ from the Mount of Olives ascended on the 40th day. The disciples would descend, but ascend to the upper room. They would come down for prayer, go back up to the upper room. And then on the 50th day, at the resurrection of Christ, Pentecost, then there was the outpouring. So we're on the road. We're on the road to Pentecost, the sacred ascent, Sunday, 12 noon. 182-25 Jamaica Avenue, Hollis, Queens, New York. It is the Life Chapel in its sanctuary. I want you to join me. And then at 5 p.m., around the altar again, corporate prayer, 2 songs of devotion, I'm going to share a brief word, and then I'm going to be joined by Overseer Robert Nelson, and we're going to facilitate the mixing of the oil, and we're going to anoint each of you with this fragrance oil, and give you a bottle to take home. 182-25 Jamaica Avenue, Hollis, Queens, New York. It is where you need to be on this coming Sunday. Now, in addition to that, I want you all to move quickly for what the 12 months of 2026 is doing for you, and sow a seed in derivatives of $12. $12. On the bottom of the screen, there's the ticker sharing with you how to give. Hey, Eugene, and 182 loves you. It is the home of the charge service, the red brick building on 182nd Place and Jamaica Avenue. It is the home of the charge. It's the firehouse of Jamaica Avenue. Call the fire department. They can't extinguish the flames of water. It's burning way down in our bones. I challenge you on tonight. So you see $ ChargeEncounter, that's Cash App, PayPal, RevAndreCook, ZELLE, RevAndreCook at AOL.com. Corresponding address, AndreCook Ministries, 19 High Ridge Road, Suite 8235, Stamford, Connecticut, 06905. Would you go ahead and sow? And I trust God for your blessing, for your miracles. But above all, I trust God that his provision as promised is going to be your portion. What did he say? Give, and it shall be given back to you, pressed down, shaken together, running over good measure. Well, he calls persons to give into your bosom. Listen, our time together is coming to a close. Remember these words. If it's not on your mind, it's not in your future. Elevate your mind. Your feet will follow. You do not live a positive life with a negative mind. You do not offer to people what you do not have. And you are to make your smile your style. Someone is watching you that can greatly bless you. Your smile is the law of attraction. Your frown repels them. Start smiling and watch who God sends your way to bless you. God's blessings be upon you. Shalom, shalom, shalom. God bless. Sweet rest.
You don't have to worry. You made it through the night. Darkness is over. Welcome to the rest of your life.
Something good is going to happen to you.